Good morning, everybody. It is November 19th, Friday. We're up in Derry, New Hampshire, where we played last night at the Tupelo Music Hall, which is one of the nicest rooms I've played in this country. I'll tell you, when they built this room, they did it absolutely right. Everything about this venue was just perfect. And we had a great crowd, had a great hang afterwards, saw friends, saw Dan DeMars, who's a fabulous instrument builder, and he brought one of his guitars down, and Steve Postel used it in the show last night, so that was great. And we are driving now. We got about a 5-hour drive to go back into New York City, where we got it kind of timed where we'll get in the afternoon to do an interview. We're going on iHeartRadio, and then after that, I'm heading off to do the Mickey Burns show, which I'm really excited about. I've been trying to hook up with Mickey for quite a while, and every time I've been in town, it just hasn't worked out. And today, being a day off, I did have time after our iHeart Radio to do that. So I'm going to be doing that this evening, and then tomorrow we've got our gig in New York City at the Adler Hall, and it looks like it's going to be a packed gig, which we're excited about. And then we head off to Philadelphia on Sunday and play our last show, and then head back home on Monday. Lots of stuff going on back when we get home. And then I've got my Clubhouse stream Wednesday of next week, which was supposed to be this week, but there was just no way to do it because of the schedule that we're keeping on this tour. But I don't know what the hell time it is right now. It's just going on 8 a.m. We're out of here at 9, so I wanted to get some music in before we left. And one of the artists who I really enjoyed working with, and I loved his music back before I ever had a chance to work with him, and that's the great B.J.Thomas. Sadly, B.J. passed away this past May from lung cancer, but I was so thrilled to have had the opportunity to work with him. And his real name's Billy Joe, by the way, but B.J. Thomas. And he had a remarkable career, but he really came to attention with songs like Hooked on a Feeling, and then when he did the song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which was written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David, that really put him on the map. This album that we did is called Back Against the Wall, and we did this in 1992. And it was produced by Steve Tyrell, who I've worked on many projects with, and recorded and mixed by David Schober. So I'm going to play a couple of songs because I need time to get this loaded up before we jump in our Sprinter van and start our little adventure. I'm looking at all of us in this van with all this gear, and we look kind of like the Jode family from Grapes of Wrath coming from Oklahoma to California. It's funny, man. Back to real old school, the reality of touring. All our gear is piled in the back. Our suitcases are all on the back row, and we're all jammed in and off going to camp kind of situation. So I'm going to play a couple of songs. This one's called let's see, I'm going to start with I'm So Glad I'm Standing Here Today. And this was written by the great Will Jennings and Joe Sample. Amazing songwriters. And Joe, the band on this is myself and Russ Kunkel, who I'll be sitting with in the van. It's always amazing. Joe Sample on piano, Mike Finnegan, who we also lost this year. And Joe had passed not too long ago. Mike Finnegan on B3, Bob Mann on guitar, Gary Grant and Bill Reichenbach on horns, David Crosby singing background vocals on this, along with the Andre Crouch Choir. And I look at all these things. I've done all this David stuff. I featured Andre Crouch on one of the projects we did some time back, and it's this family just goes on and on. So here we go. I'm so glad I'm standing here today.
times I remember I had to fight just to hold my head up. Those times when even my friends tried to make a fool of me. There were things that my heart looked at that they just couldn't see. Some said I was hopeless, a mind tangled in the night, but strong hearts just keep going, and that is why I'm still standing here today. Come together, raise up your voices. This time my song of love and life won't go away. I'll sing forever here in the sunshine. I've lived to see the sun break through the dawn, and I'm so glad I'm standing here today. If you're lost in your troubles and the world just seems to forget you, if you remember sunshine even on your darkest day, just follow what your heart says and you'll find your way. Some said I was hopeless, a mind tangled in the night. Oh, but strong hearts just keep going. That is why I'm still standing here today. Come together, raise up your voices. This time my song of love and life won't go away. I'll sing forever here in the sunshine. I've lived to see the sun break through the dawn, and I'm so glad I'm standing here today.
Bob Mann. Oh no, saxophone. Woo. Bill Reichenbach.
Come together, raise up your voices. This time my song of love and life won't go away. I'll sing forever here in the sunshine. I've lived to see the sun break through the storm, and I'm so glad I'm standing here today. I've lived to see the sun break through the storm, and I'm so glad I'm standing here today.
It's hard, boy, and I listen to these, and I'm loving them. And I just think about that Joe Sample's gone, and Mike Finnegan's gone, and man, it's Andre Crouch and stuff. I mean, I feel so fortunate to have worked with so many great people that are no longer with us and had time with them and to enjoy them. Let's see, this one's called Two Wrongs Don't Make It Right. And this was written by David Palmer and Snuffy Walden. And this is again myself and Russ Kunkel. Guy Moon on keys, Bob Mann on guitar, Marlena Jeter, Mortonette Jenkins, and Yvonne Williams all on background vocals on this one. So here we go. Two Wrongs Don't Make It Right.
I start to smile when I'm imagining the two of us together there. You in lavender and lace, me in polka dots and stripes. I remember the way we looked the night. Our two wrongs made it right. You're always up on all the latest trends, and me, I'm always far behind.
Yeah, what a voice.
I've never understood your trendy friends. You never thought too much of mine. But oh my love, when we're alone, and you're so shy and so childlike, I remember that's the way you were the night. Our two wrongs made it right. Every time I think of you and every time that I look back, I still wonder how we ever fell in love. It's amazing what can happen when opposites attract. And if we should lose our way, if time removes us from the light, I remember that moment all my life, when two wrongs made it right. When two wrongs made it right. When two wrongs made it right.
That was so great with Bob Mann doing the electric sitar solo on this. And Bob had toured with James Taylor. Bob's really a fabulous guitarist, done lots and lots of work. Also, you know, BJ had a really fascinating life. So if you really want to get some more information, Google B.J.Thomas and check it all out. On there, on all these songs, again, I'm using Frankenstein on all these tracks. And the last time I played with BJ, we were playing for Hal David's 90th birthday at the Mark Taper Forum in Los Angeles. And I got a picture of B.J. flipping me off in there. I also have Hal David and Burt Bacharach in the book. So it's a true cast of characters. Here's a song called Now That Love Is on Our Side Again. And this is me and Russ Kunkel, Guy Moon on keys synth, and he arranged this, Bob Mann on guitar, and Barry Mann on vocal synth. And this was written by Barry Mann and Jim Stullins. Barry Mann is half of the Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil songwriting team, which were right up there with Goffin and King and all the great songwriters. His writing history is like ridiculous. So here we go. Now That Love Is on Our Side Again.
We reach for the best we can, and sometimes it slips away no matter how we plan. You were the best thing in my life, my only hope of getting it right. I never thought we'd get to have the second time around. But now that love is on our side again, let's take these feelings all the way. Let's open up and live our passions to the end. Now that love is on our side again. I loved you too much. Without you I felt so wrong. It's funny how we tear ourselves apart just to belong. I'll never ever compromise that look of trust within your eyes. We'll let our hearts grow forever on solid ground. But now that love is on our side again, let's take these feelings all the way. Let's open up and live our passions to the end. Now that love is on our side again. Now here we are, and the storm is over. We're ready for that dream. We'll get it right. It just might take a little longer. A time to heal our wounds is all we need. But now that love is on our side again, let's take these feelings all the way. Let's open up and live our passions to the end. Now that love is on our side again. Now that love is on our side again.
I love his voice. He's just a real unique, another one of those guys that has just a real signature to his voice. And man, listening to that, one of the things that really made me realize how much I love where Russ Kunkel puts the backbeat when you're like, back, back. just sits just a hair back, but it makes for such a beautiful pocket where a lot of drummers sit on top of it. He just sits just the skosh behind it, and it makes for such a beautiful groove to play to. And that's one of the reasons I've enjoyed playing with Russ now for going on 52 years. So I'm going to get going now, get this thing uploaded, hopefully, and head off to New York City to do our interviews today. It'll be a long, busy day, but it's a productive day, and that's what's wonderful about it. So I wish everybody a great end of the week. Weekend is almost upon us. I'm going to again thank everybody out there working so hard, especially in public, dealing with people and seeing more and more people, going around just being real close, unmasked and all that. And, you don't know if they've had vaccinations or not and stuff. Like when we do these gigs, I'm going out and signing books. I've been selling books at all the gigs and stuff, and everybody wants to get close, and then the minute it's over, I just go back and scrub my hands. I take my mask off then. But it's every day's a bit of a challenge still, so don't lighten up and get us behind the eight ball again. So I'm going to thank all those folks, and I'm going to get going now. So I will see you all tomorrow. It's fun, man. Every gig, people come up and go, God, we just love this channel and stuff. I'm so thrilled that this has been as productive as it's been for everybody, and this has been a real remarkable thing to happen during the course of this pandemic, to have something like this to go to every day for me, and really like it. So thanks a lot, everybody. I appreciate you all being here, and I am out of here. Bye.